Look at the way that he walk. Check out the way that he talk. Yeah. Watching the way that I carry myself. They loving the way that I scale. Why they be checking me out? Yeah. Why they be watching the spot? Yeah. Say the young nigga that hot. They tryna figure me out. Yeah. I'm dope. 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 Big dope. 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 I'm dope. 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 Big dope.
Honey Mob in the building. We want to shout out Pritchard, Alabama, nigga. Straight up dope duty. Straight up big dope. You already know what it is with us, man. It's the 100 Mob, nigga. We gonna community seven, and we gonna go ahead on it. We gonna drop the link below. You gonna go ahead on and hit it, and you already know what it is. Shit. Wake him up. Straight up and down, you already know what it is. Now, we want to get into something real. Straight up and down, want to get into the whole situation. When we speak about this Rob49, you know, being exposed, man. You know what I mean? Not living up to what he's rapping about. That's what everybody's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's this, you know, Instagram, you know, person called Tokyo Youngin. You know what I'm saying? And he's from the NO. You know what I'm saying? Claimed to be known by many and stuff like that. And many artists is mad at him, man. Now, Rob49 had a past before music that didn't correlate with, you know, what he's putting out right now. You know what I mean? Of course, he's ex-military. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's repping Iberville projects, man, which is, you know what I mean, in Louisiana, the NO, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, what Tokyo saying is that he's not from the Ville. You know what I'm saying? And y'all will hear him say that later on and stuff like that. I ain't got to really get into it, man. But at the end of the day, man, this Tokyo Youngin, you know, guy is more or less like, you know what I mean, OG murder. You know what I mean? What he is to what he's trying to do to Cash Money. See, Tokyo Youngin has been getting up on Nino Calvin's case. You know, he's been getting up on anybody that's been, you know, falling not suit to what he believes is the real. You know what I mean? And like I said, Rob49, he finally responded to him and stuff like that. I will be posting the IG, you know, of this guy, Tokyo Youngin, because a lot of people in the NO, you know, many OGs, many people of that nature, they're not respecting what he doing. They're not liking what he doing. And he really got, you know, the roars through the community going crazy. Now, you got to understand, Rob49 and the whole Iberville and all of this, he's saying and that he's from there and that, you know what I mean, he reps there and stuff like that. And he also claimed another PJ, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, Rob49 had a history before rap, so people feel like he not about that life and stuff like that because of the simple fact that he had a military background. And he didn't start in the military, to his defense. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, he went to the military, nigga. It ain't like he came out the wound and went right into the military. So like I said, you heard what Tokyo Youngin had to say about him, but you'll also see as of right now what Rob49 replied back to Tokyo Youngin and how he really feels about him, because he's tired of it going on, man, at the end of the day. Now, Rob49, as you've seen in recent pictures that just flashed past, he was in the Iberville projects and stuff like that. He went back to his so-called proclaimed hood and stuff like that to show that he's wanted there, to show that, you know, he actually be out there and to prove him wrong, which he did, because, I mean, he definitely took a lot of pictures out there. And that don't mean you from somewhere and stuff like that, but some places adopt you, man. You know what I mean? If you repping for them the right way and they feel like you the right fit, they're definitely going to adopt you and stuff like that. Everybody in the neighborhood has somebody, and how a few people that's not originally from there but been there for so long that, you know what I mean, it's ties there, and we love them the same. So, I mean, you got to only imagine that in this situation. So, like I said, man, we about to let you hear what Tokyo Youngin had to say about Rob49. He has not got up on his, you know, off of his case since, you know what I'm saying, he been responding back or whatever. So like I said, it was only right for me to show what Rob49 had actually say it back and stuff like that. And, he called him a geek and stuff like that. He wasn't feeling it. He kept going in up on his haircut and all of this stuff from back in the day, you know what I mean? And just started cooking him, you know what I'm saying? He started calling him a bald salamander and the whole nine. And it's like it was a whole fry session, and he never getting up off of Rob49. And a lot of the comments know it and stuff like that, and that's why they've been saying what they've been saying and doing what they've been doing. Because, like I said, a lot of people stand by Rob49, but a lot of people feel like that he's not from there, and a lot of people feel like he is from the Ville.
Nah, you won't be down. Boy, I never been a geek. And them niggas in your project know this, boy. You hear me? The niggas that you supposed to been and grew up with, cause you not from the Ville. You hear me? You really not from the Ville. Them niggas that you supposed to been and grew up with, they know this, boy. Yeah, you better ask L and all them, boy. Boy, Rob, you better stop playing on me, stupid ass nigga. You not like that, Rob. You never been like that. You a whole fucking, ain't you an officer? Man, get offline playing with niggas, bro. Cause you fresh about the army, not the trap. Stupid ass nigga, you won't be down. Duck ass. Duck ass nigga won't be down. You forgot I spared you. You forgot your fucking managers called me talking about, can you please lay off Rob? Cause we trying to do something from the city. That's the whole reason why you came out talking about you was giving everybody from each project free verses and all that. Yeah.
So as we see, I mean, he feel how he feel. And like I said, Rob49 is not the only rapper that Tokyo Youngin has been getting up on. Y'all got to go up on his IG and y'all got to really see what's going on, because at the end of the day, he's not laying off of Rob49. When somebody get him started, like I say, it's similar to OG Murder actually getting at somebody, because he's not going to stop and he's going to try to expose everything he can. So like I said, the comments is going crazy, and everybody in the NO is as well, because this type of stuff right here is stuff that he feel like need to be out about Rob49, because Rob49 is so-called pro-trend somewhere that he's not from, and like I said, it's a lot of people in the comments that's gonna get up under there, that's gonna, throw their 2 cents in there, that's from the city and stuff like that. Some people not from the city, but at the end of the day, it's other, rappers like Mad Know Your Chop that don't get down with the whole Tokyo Youngin situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of OGs in the NO that's just not feeling nothing that Tokyo Youngin is doing, because he's speaking up on a lot of street stuff. He's speaking up on a lot of people that got respect, and that, actually trying to get more respect through their art and, what they doing as far as rap. So it's like a lot of this is not going to be tolerated by a lot of rappers. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all go up on this page and y'all see some of the things he's saying about Nino Calvin and his homeboy, you know what I'm saying, actually, getting left and all of this stuff like that. And about Nino Calvin getting his chain took and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying, he got all the, so-called dirt up on, you know what I mean, these rappers, you know what I mean, that he trying to expose. So y'all go check that out. With that being said, man, it's the 100 Mob. I'm out.